No, no, yeah, no, no, no.
Hello everyone, this is Platinum Cristi Madrid with a makeup tutorial. So I'll be attending a holiday party tonight. It's our office's Christmas party, so I want to look extra glam. And I actually took inspiration from Miss Universe, our Miss Philippines Miss Universe, Catriona Gray, with her statement red lip and her side swept waves. So, without further ado, let us start with the tutorial. We will start with a clean face. First, the base. I'm going to use this Lancôme Blanc Expert Cushion in shade 002. Start by dabbing this onto my under eyes and my eyelids. Center of my face with my nose, chin, forehead, and then from the center of your face we're going to blend outwards using much less product for the outer perimeters of my face. I actually got a shade lighter than my skin tone with this. If you pack on more around the center of your face, especially since it's a very light formula, what it will do is brighten the center of your face, while the rest can be a bit more contoured. Okay, I think that's good. Moving on, get some concealer. I'm using this one by Chanel. It's their cream concealer in the shade 20. It's their Le Blanc whitening concealer. I'll just put it a few dots over there in my eyes. Looks a bit crazy, but we're going to blend that out. Everything is crazy when you start out. It's the Christmas season, so I'm sure a lot of us have those designer bags. Okay, and another trick with your concealer is to bring it on the high points of your face. So your nose bridge, your chin, just a bit, so it's also undetectable. And also your eyelids. And what this is going to do is that it's going to provide a base for your eyeshadow so that your hard work is not wasted. There's all the packing and the blending. Okay, next. I am going to use this Becca Skin Perfector in Opal. I put it in a travel size bottle that this is from Beiges. It's the pump cream jar. I put on a bit too much, but they do say you can never get enough of highlighter. Then just put it on your cheekbones. Wow, look at that glow. Oh my, that is liquid gold. You shall glow to the gods, glow to the universe. I don't really like to put it on my forehead because in the Philippines we have a very humid climate. So I stay clear of parts where I usually sweat. At least on my cheekbones, I won't sweat. But my forehead, yeah, it's not a good look on me at least. Then a bit on my nose. There we go. And then for the rest here, I'll just add on my body. So, remove these necklaces. There we go. Wow, look at that. Glowing goddess. Okay, next I'm going to take this Chanel face brush, and it's the part of their travel collection. So the black side is for your blush and bronzer, and the white side is for your highlighter. So first I'm going to take my bronzer. This is the Chanel Healthy Sheer Glow Powder in shade 50. You can tell I love it so much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put it in the hollows of my cheeks, underneath the highlighter over there. You can even do a fish face. Then under my jaw. What I do when I put it under my cheekbones, I also go a bit up there just to add some more definition. There you go. Then around the hairline for that sun-kissed look. And then I pinch it a bit over there, and with that I go back in the bronzer and put it on my crease just below the brow bone. Okay, next blush, my favorite. Okay, so I'm using this Jardin de Chanel blush in Camélia. Pêche. I don't speak French, so anyway, I'll just link it down below for you. But it is in this beautiful shade of peach with some mauve pink tones. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I think it would also look great with tan skin. It would look very, very natural. So I'll just add it on. So what I do, I like to start on the apples of my cheeks and then blend it outwards along my cheekbones. Very lightly. Because we will be having very striking dark brown eyes with the red lips, so you don't want your blush to be very harsh as well, or else it would just be too much. Actually, when I looked at Catriona Gray's makeup, it seemed like she used a matte peach blush. It was probably something like Melba from MAC, or that's a very popular choice usually among pageant girls. So yeah, and I also add the blush on my chin just to make it a bit more natural for an all-over flush. Next, we are going to add more highlighter. This is the Chanel Illuminating Powder in Perles at Fantaisies, or I'll just show you the highlighter. So there, it's a mix of this very pale champagne shade and this baby pink shade. So I really love it because it also looks natural once it's on. Looks like natural dew. So I'll add it on my nose. I do something like an exclamation point. So a line here and then a dot on the tip. Like that. And then I layer this highlighter on top of the Becca liquid highlighter, just to also set that in place. And what I love about this highlighter is that it also blurs your pores. It doesn't emphasize them, unlike other kinds of highlighters. And it's very subtle. It's not something that's like, oh, she's wearing makeup. That's what I love about Chanel. It's something that's good for every day, and you can use it all the time and bring it from something you can wear to school or work, and then bring it to a glam night party. Okay, so I think we are done with the face. Now let us move on to the eyes. So for the eyes, I like to use this travel makeup palette from Chanel called Destination. Finally, a name I could pronounce properly. And it looks like this. And I'm going to use the white and taupe, or the medium brown shades. So first for the white, I am going to take my finger and then just tap it all over my lid, just as a base. There we go. And then I'm also going to bring it on my brow bone. You can already see the definition it makes from the white against the bronzer just on the crease, and it looks very natural. Actually, for an everyday, you could just stop there and put on some mascara and you're good. But this is for a glamorous night party, Christmas party, so everything has to be much more extra. And yes, I meant to be redundant right there. On the inner tear ducts as well. Okay, next I'm going to take this Chanel double-ended brush. It has a flat brush on one end and then a blender brush on the other. And it's so versatile. I love it so much, especially when I'm traveling. And I just dip into the medium brown shade, tap the excess off, and then just go over my crease again with that same shade. Also, when I go over my crease, I'm bringing it from the outer edge of my eye right there, and then I sweep to the bridge of my nose slightly to add some more definition. And then I'm going to bring it down towards my lash line, kind of like a cat eye. Just fitting because Miss Universe's name is Catriona. Okay, now I'm going to use another palette from Chanel. This is the Ombres in code Élégants 274. Has these really pretty gold shades, which I love. Oh my gosh, I dropped one of these babies over here. Oh well, get it later. Anyway, so I'm going to take the flat brush side and then kind of form a cat eye with that, then bring it up to the crease, kind of like a V shape. There we go, and then use the other side, the blender brush side, and diffuse that line. And the other eye. It's like you're kind of carving out your crease in a way. And when I looked at the pictures of Catriona, it seemed that she used shades that were much more intense and much deeper. But that is still pageant makeup. For tonight, I don't really want to go for pageant makeup. I just want something that's wearable but still glamorous. Something that is a bit more special than everyday makeup. So we are still going to use the brown tones, but a bit just less intense compared to pageant makeup. So there we go. And then also I'm going to bring this dark shade over here, the darkest shade, on the outer corner of my eye. Okay, next I'm going to take the lightest shade in the palette over there and get my finger, dip into that shade, and add some more metallic, shine, shimmering, splendid, oh my gosh, to the center of my lid. I'm also going to bring that on the inner corner for a more striking highlight. Look at how that just wakes up the eyes instantly. So I am going to use this Kylie Cosmetics Kyliner in the shade brown. What I do when I have excess product, I just dab a bit on my hand right there so that it can go on smoothly without any clumps. And then once I have my lash line lined, I just look at the line from, or the angle from the edge of my eye to the tip of my brow, and I stamp my brush right there and then bring it down. This is the way I do a cat eye. Okay, and actually, since we're going to put falsies on, doesn't really matter if they're not completely the same, because it's going to be covered by the falsies. And I will be back with that in 3, 2, 1, bam! So my lashes are from Uemura. They're in the Natural Volume 1. As you might be able to notice, there's still a bit of white eyelash glue, but that's okay. It will dry later on. So, moving on. Let's go and define our brows. I'll be using this Goof Proof brow pencil in the shade 4. Starting on the bottom just to outline, and I'm going to define that for much stronger brows. I usually like to make it darker towards the tip. I like to shade towards the tip and outline the arch. And then I go in with a much lighter hand towards the head of the brow. And I always use the other side to blend. Do the same with the other side. Outline a bit. The bottom, the arch. Fill in. Blend. I do love a more natural but defined looking brow. We're done with this. Next, I will take the MAC brow gel in the shade Beguile. Brush my brow hairs upwards to make them look more bushy. And also it makes the shading of your underneath your brow hairs with the pencil, it makes that look a bit more natural. Because this way you have texture. Okay, next, my favorite part, the Statement Red Lips. I just really love how in the pageant, Catriona was the only one in red while everybody else was in nude gowns, nude makeup. And well, I do love nudes too, but it's just that red always stands out and I love it. Red is definitely my favorite color. So first, to make the red lipstick last for a long time, I'm going to use this Lip-Like Moisture Tint from B by Vanilla. Look at that pigment. And in person, this is a very orangey red. It's a very warm toned red. But Catriona's was more of a brown brick-like red. So to add some brown tones, we're actually going to use this MAC lipstick in the shade Twig over here. And we are just going to place it on the outer edges of our lips. So over here. Like that. And then we're going to be taking another lipstick. This one is from Chanel. This is from their holiday collection in the shade 1. It's the Rouge à Lèvres. And this is what it looks like. It's my favorite. Then we're just going to place that on the center of our lips. And blend it outwards to the corners. Another trick when wearing red lipstick is to take your finger and do this, like that, just to get rid of the excess, and this actually ensures that the red lipstick doesn't go on your teeth. So this is the finished look, the Catriona Gray Miss Universe inspired Get Ready With Me for a holiday party. So thank you guys for watching. Please give it a like, give it a thumbs up if this tutorial was helpful, especially for the holiday season, and for those of you who are just as obsessed with Catriona Gray as I am. So yeah, and please subscribe so that you can be notified when I post a new video every week. And I'll see you guys next time.